up, YouTube? Topaz Ace back for another daily review, and this one is to that Young Thug and Chance the Rapper Big B's, and I'm giving this one the red light, man, because this one is pretty bad, you dig? On a whole bunch of different levels, to be for real, starting with the whole aspect of what Young Thug wanted this song to ultimately be. Like, he's talking about how he's a big business, on how he's doing all of this with the money, but yet nothing about what he's saying factors into him being a big business money. It's more about him just going ahead and having these super expensive things that everybody wants to have. As he went out and named a bunch of just top name stuff like Bentleys, Hublots, and then he went on and talked about Margiela and a whole bunch of other just name brands that people pretty much just recognize for being super expensive products. And this is one thing that I've consistently been against throughout my entirety of reviewing stuff. Like, why are you giving these individual things all of this shine for a track that could have been big? I mean, this is him and Chance the Rapper together on a big name track and such, even though it's not that good, and even though they just dropped it just to drop it on SoundCloud and all of that stuff, dude, it could have been something. So why are you taking this and trying to promote anybody else's stuff? You need to be building up your own businesses and talk about your own stuff and go ahead and big yourself up with your own fame. What sense does it make to try to give all these other people money that don't even put in on anything that you did, that never even supported you till you actually get to a certain level where you can help them? Why not build your own brands? And then his attempts at punchlines and such were rather comical as usual, because he's not that good of a lyricist. Like how he said that he's a big dog, no pedigree, he only eats rats and such. He's pretty much talking Pedigree, the dog food company, and all of that stuff. They make a whole bunch of dog foods. He's pretty much saying he doesn't eat that as a big dog out here in the game. He only gets money and stuff, which could have been interesting if it was put in the best context, but that context was rather whack. And then he says super simple and stupid things like how he boomerangs your chick, how she's keep on coming back and such. Like, he's talking about how he'll have sex with her and then just go ahead and throw her away and then she'll always come back. These are pretty terrible lyrics and such right here, dude. But then Chance the Rapper goes in a better direction with his verse that I actually kind of admire, because he's pretty much going about it like he is a business, that his whole business is helping other people out, and he starts talking about actual things that he did. Like how he made that $3 million off of the hat that he got and such. How he put the money on the books and such, and that's pretty much him talking about all of the millions that he put towards the school system and such out there in Chicago. How he took his tour money and put that directly to his child and such on buying pull-ups and all of that stuff. Like, he just goes into how much money that he put in for his family and such, as he bought his woman a house as well. I honestly believe that should have been the direction from the beginning, in which they should have took this as they are businesses on the things that they do for the people and things that they do to continue to build their wealth, instead of just trying to stunt on people with this stuff as Young Thug was doing. Though in the aspect that production just really wasn't that strong like that, dude, it just wasn't that good of a track. But a quick recap here, man, the positives that I'm taking from this is I did enjoy Chance's verse, even though he wasn't super lyrical. I like the factual stuff that he was talking, and the whole concept that this song should have been from the jump right there. The negatives is really nothing else about this joint was any good. But this concludes today's review, man, and now we're going to jump into a brief instrumental from underground producer Hash Beats before we take some of your questions. Isaiah says that one thing that he really doesn't like about French Montana is the fact that he gets a feature pretty much on every song, as that's what he did on this project. Like, all but 4 songs off this entire project, he had features, and I feel that. I came into this French Montana project to hear French Montana. You dig? I'm not here to hear French Montana in French. Honestly, that comes off as somebody that just doesn't have enough material to stand on their own, or they're trying to ride the waves of all of the other popular music that's out there and such, man. Like, if you're going to drop an album, you have to have something to say, and it has to be something for you and such, you dig? I come into it more on a personal basis. Like, I want to hear you say something. I don't want to hear, okay, all of these other people, because I can go to a DJ Khaled project for that. I hope you enjoyed the show. You can follow me at Twitter up there, and you can go to downloadpaz.com, that's down there, to read today's article.